Start with 600 grams of water at room temperature in a large bowl. Then add 18 grams of salt and half teaspoon of barley malt or honey. Mixes to dissolve the salt and the malt. Add 450 grams of whole wheat flour and 350 grams of high protein Manitoba flour. Knead the dough by hand until the water is completely absorbed. For a softer result, put 10 grams of extra virgin olive oil.
3 hours previously.
Feed about 40 grams of sourdough with the same amount of water and flour and let it rise for about 3 to 4 hours or until it doubles in volume. Add the sourdough starter to the dough. Mix the dough from bottom to top. In this way we'll develop gluten and incorporate air to the dough. Don't worry if it's sticky, we are talking about a dough with 75% hydration. After a few folds you should be able to handle the dough easily. Cover with the cling film and cut it to allow the dough to breathe better.
1 hour later.
Make 2 sets of stretch and fold. Remember to maintain a constant temperature throughout the bulk fermentation. You can split this step by folding every half hour. At first use a spatula cause it will be quite sticky. Always cover with film after each fold.
1 hour later.
The secret to working with this type of sticky dough is to wet your hands first. Pull up the dough gently and slide it between your hands to lengthen the gluten chains. Turn the bowl 90 degrees and repeat the step. Subscribe to the channel to see new recipes every week and click on the bell to not lose any. Slap the like button every time I slap the dough. Cover this bad boy and let him rest another hour.
1 debt to society later.
Repeat the process for these last folds. This is what looks like before the end of the bulk fermentation.
2 hours later.
And this is the result after the end of the bulk fermentation. Turn the bowl upside down and let the uncovered dough rest for 5 to 10 minutes on a non-sticky surface.
Minutes later.
Split the dough in half. reshapes the dough to develop surface tension. Start from the bottom and swirl the dough, bringing closer to you. Use your hands and a dough scraper to help pre-shape process. Just like that. Sprinkle some rice flour around the pre-shaped dough and let rest for about 10 minutes.
11 minutes later.
Flour a Banneton basket with rice flour to lengthen, if you want, the fermentation up to 24 to 48 hours. Turn the dough upside down and remove the excess flour. Stretch the dough with your hands to form a rectangle. Take the bottom part and bring it to the center, the left side up to 3/4 to the right, and the right side to cover the left side. And finally, take the top and wrap it on itself to seal the dough. Cover with the rice flour and put it in the basket with the lower part at the top, since it will be turned upside down. Cover with a plastic bag and after half an hour put it in the fridge from 8 hours up to a maximum of 2 days. If you don't want to wait until the next day, repeat the same final folds with the remaining dough, bottom to center, left to 3/4 to the right, and right all over to the left, and wrap top on itself. Seals the ends and pops any surface bubbles. Cover with rice flour and put in a plumcake mold, this time without flipping it. Cover with the plastic film and let it rise for 1 hour.
1 hour later.
Cook for about 50 minutes in a static oven at 212 Celsius degrees or 425 Fahrenheit degrees. Let it cool down before cut and enjoy it. Thanks for watching and remember that all you need is food, so stay hungry.